Okay. All right. Let's do it. Should be really fast getting through this again, hopefully.
So it really, yeah, they're okay. They are going back to
Okay,
their
good deal.
same kind of bans here. They read the rules, which is nice to see. There's the Rengar ban again. Okay, so we're gonna have a quick Lulu pick here again, I'd say.
Okay, we're back at it. J4 first picking a Thresh. I tell you what, Thresh has become a terrifying support now that people learn how to use that lantern properly.
Oh, and we got a yeah. And there's the Thresh and the Jarvan pick. Jarvan recently nerfed in the last patch with his Demacius standard, losing its armor AoE armor buff to the entire team. Still brings a lot of versatility to the team, so it'll be interesting to see how they make this work around their team comp.
You're very right about that. I mean, Jarvan, they tried to, I guess, nerf his just the things you don't pay attention to. You didn't really realize you had all that extra armor coming in, but he still brings a lot of CC and utility to the team. And we got a possible Zen pick, and Zen and Jarvan pretty much emerged in the LCS as two of the strongest junglers at the moment. So this, I guess, no surprise here.
Now, Graves is an interesting pick here. Lulu, when she does give her shield to her AD carry, it does give them a boost in AP. Graves has no AP scaling whatsoever. Still brings that great burst and that extra armor from his passive. So we'll see how this lane works out here for them. It'll be interesting to see what DJ Koopa goes with to match with Thresh. But the Xin pick gives them quite a bit of CC and that extra slow in lane for ganking.
Scrat Hood. You're right. Graves has that AP scaling on his smoke screen. I don't think we'll see an AP Graves today, though. Let's see. We got DJ Cooper. They're waiting their longest on this one. And there's Corki again. So maybe they really did want Corki after all. And a Rumble lock in right away.
Corki has that great escape from any kind of gank. The only real way to gank Corki is almost to counter-initiate, where Corki has to use his W to come in.
Uh-oh.
If you can bait that out, then you're in a real great spot to gank him there. But if not, it's really tough to get to Corki. Oh, that wasn't good.
Mm-mm. I hope there's not something going on with this game. I should be able to get back in, though, regardless. I think I have a few of these guys on my friends list, so... Yeah. Yeah, I'll be able to get back in the game if something does mess up here on the load.
The Shen versus Rumble top. This will be interesting to see how it goes. Xin and Shen both bring a lot of CC and utility to their team, but neither one of them really put out a whole lot of early game damage. Neither does Rumble, so I think that lane's going to be more of just a farm fest and just a really slow going lane.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but Shin opens up a lot of possibilities to make plays all across the map. So if they can utilize his global ultimate, it should be a fun game to watch.
They're saying that I'm still really low, Tease.
Yeah,
Um,
I can hear you fine, but I think
Lynn's,
they can't.
yeah, Lynn's saying that you can turn me up on your stream.
Okay.
So maybe if you turn up your Skype, that'll that might be the issue.
Let's see if I can do that. Skype's maxed right now.
She said you can turn me up in the stream, is what she said.
Like on OBS?
Yeah.
Does anybody know how to do that? Or Skype options?
And then we have Lux coming out there for the purple team. Lux versus Ari, both of them have great lane clearing to push the lane. That's just going to be a real skill matchup lane for the most part. If Lux can land her snares, Ari is actually a pretty good pick against Lux because of how mobile she is. So we'll see if Booty Call Dyrone can outplay the Dread Pirate Lynx here.
All right, guys, can you hear Area a lot better? Do I need to go higher or lower?
How am I now, guys? A lot better? Alright, perfect.
Thank you for that, guys.
Okay, great. Alright, glad we got that worked out before the game started. We're in our 3-minute delay here now, guys. So, we're going to hang out. I'm going to kind of go over some of their summoner picks here. Or summoner spells, that's what they're called. Facing the Shen up top, EXE nuke elected to go with the Ignite instead of the Teleport to be able to follow Shen. So that really cuts out any potential that the purple team has to kind of get a split push going. So they're going to be looking to team fight early, I would say, and push that early game advantage of the Rumble Ultimate and the Equalizer to kind of get some early advantage and take down towers early.
Yeah, and we've got the 80 carries is a good matchup. We've got a Ignite on Graves, but yeah, we got a Cleanse on Corki. So most trades will probably typically go Koopa's way there.
Striker's going to have to play pretty defensively and in the back in team fights. He elected to go with the Ignite over a Cleanse pick, so if he gets exhausted or does get hit by that Thresh hook or that Lux snare, he's really going to be caught out in a bad position there without a Cleanse.
Yeah, and it may make their target Thresh in the bot lane also. Because again, with Corki with that Cleanse, that Ignite's really not going to do too much. And Thresh is pretty hard support to take down, especially the longer the game goes on.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this bot lane goes. Both Lulu and Graves provide pretty good burst damage if Lulu elects to up her Q first, which is her slow. That really puts out some really good early game damage and it's like what, a 70-80% slow. It's a real devastating slow. If you put that on top of a Xin slow, that target's not getting anywhere.
No, and I really think this bot lane will come down to these two supports here. Lulu has great early game damage, and so does Thresh. I think those are two good picks versus each other. Both ranged attackers, so should be a fun lane to watch down there. What do you think about the mid matchup?
Well, I like the Ari pick. Gives them a really great roaming presence. Plus, with that Shen ultimate and teleport, they can really get some good ganks around the map. Ari can get down. She's a really mobile mage, so she can get down to that bot lane quick. With that Shen shield, plus the Ari damage and if Zin's there, I think they can really make good plays on that tower early. Xin can tower dive. Shen can bring in the shield on top of him, and there's not really much he can do to defend against that in a 2v4 situation. It'll be interesting to see if they play it that way and how they use those Shen's ults. If he does decide to go down to the bot lane, and if they don't get the kill, or if they do, he can always teleport right back up and be back in lane to stop Rumble from taking the tower. So, at the load screen here now, we have the blue team and the purple team both tied in the skin war right now. I don't see Scripture or Dread Pirate Lynx. So, and there it is. The blue team wins the skin war. Warlord Shen, definitely the best Shen skin out there. My pick's going to the blue team already. They won the skin war. GG.
I think I might have to go with the blue team too. I like their mobility. I like Global. If they can make use of Shin's split push, I think they can make some big plays here.
Another thing you got to look at too, the purple team, they are like Corky does a lot of magic damage, and Thresh's magic damage, Rumble's magic damage, Lux's magic damage. They don't really have a real strong AD threat. Where you have Zin, he does a little bit more damage than Jarvan, I think. They're pretty even. They both bring a lot of utility, but Graves, that pure AD carry, he's going to be doing a lot more AD damage. Shen kind of more mixed damage, and then Ahri for their mage. They kind of have a little bit of better setup. It'll be interesting to see if they kind of go for some early magic resist items here.
You're right, and I think if they start grouping, I think the poke from Lux and Corky may give them a little thing to worry about there. And with Jarvan initiate and Rumble ulti right on top of it, they can put out a lot of damage against another enemy team.
Yeah, they're really going to rely on that Rumble ultimate in team fights. It'll be interesting to see if they use that as their initiation, or if they're going to let Jarvan try to get a good ult on their whole team and then just drop it right on that ultimate. If they can do that, purple team will win every team fight. There's nothing you can do to stop that. They have such great AoE damage, plus on top of that Lux AoE, Light Bind, the Corky Q, they bring a lot of good AoE to the fight here. So Shen's our last one here to be loading in, 90%. Should be getting started here very soon. First match of the ELO Heaven tournament. We have 5 Cheese versus Earth Burgers. Should be an exciting matchup, guys.
And Ari, let me ask you this real quick while I got you, and I guess for all you out there, the best way to run this camera, is it on directed or by myself, and let it just go where I think?
I think the best way to do it is just going to be let it go on auto camera, because I'm just not going to touch mine either. And I think that'll just be the best way, instead of us both moving it, and then we won't really be able to talk about the same thing because we'll be looking at 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll just have to, you know, we might get trolled by the directed camera a little bit. So, alright, we're finally in here. Let's see which team can get their items and be the first out of base, and if we're going to see an early invade setup here. Both junglers going with their pretty standard build with the machete and the 5 pots. Same with your supports, basically getting the exact same startup. The early pink wards, the 2 sight wards. Graves going with the boots, 3 pots, and Corky. A lot of AD carries elect to go with either the longsword and 2 health pots now, so it's a little bit different. I mean, still a great start.
This is an interesting start, though. Or the Red Elixir's been a fan of the top laners too. Although you do have 2 guys, you have Shin and Rumble there that really can't make full use of the Red Elixir, other than just the added benefit of having a little defense to have with the health, basically.
So
health regen or whatever.
Purple's in a real bad spot here. If the blue team plays this right, they can catch this Lux. They need to get over there. If she puts a light bind in here, they're going to be in a bad spot, but it'll be interesting to see if they do try to invade this.
They're right there.
There's the show from EXE Nuke. So they know someone's there. Let's see if Ahri throws a charm in there to set up for an easy Shen taunt.
They're throwing some pings on walls. I think they're backing off, ready to go start the jungle.
If you look at Shen, actually, he started with his Vorpal Blade.
He did. They're not ready to invade.
That just completely ruins any chance that they had for an invade. And Zin started with his knock-up.
And with that ward right there, they're not going to be able to see if they can sneak by.
They're completely seen. Doesn't look like Dread Pirate saw them very well.
Oh, they saw him now.
They're backing away. They didn't get the blue buff low enough to get the early smite. They are going to steal their jungle here.
But you know,
good invade by the blue team, taking their early jungle, denying Jarvan that blue buff. And Jarvan really needs that early blue buff. His mana ratios just... They're really tough on him.
And Shin has that teleport if he opts to use it there, but Rumble's helping him out up there. So Rumble's not going to be any further ahead in lane than.
Oh, and they catch
been-
Lulu
uh-oh.
out here. This might be an early first blood. The exhaust goes out. There's the flash. Looks. There's the flash.
Oh, the
and
first blood by
early
Corky.
First blood to DJ Koopa.
If they play this right, they can zone Striker out completely here.
That was very well played by Thresh to land that hook. Lulu taking the risky route coming down through River and didn't pay off.
Oh, we got him
Oh,
again.
Another good hook.
Zimmer is all over the place.
Up to the top lane now.
Or the
Shen
mid.
and Rumble
Look at the gank going mid. Oh, he missed the knock-up. He's got the red. That red buff still ticking though. I mean, any early game damage you can get is
Throwing that
great.
Charm, but nice escape there by Booty Call Dyrone, getting that, dodging the knock-up from Jarvan. That will for sure, but another kill. EX Enuk actually zoning out the Rumble up top here. Kind of wasn't expecting that. I thought Rumble would try to play a little bit more aggressive, but you know, that early level 1 from Shen's really not that scary. So
Let's see if he donated that blue. Did Zen donate? Yeah, he donated the blue to Ari. That's really going to help her out there in lane.
So Shen backing early, elects to push the lane, force Rumble here to CS under tower. We'll see how many he can get here before Shen can get back.
I tell you what, Graves is actually ahead of Corky by a couple CS there, despite that first blood going to Lulu, or given up by Lulu there.
Ari getting some good early game harass on Lux there too in the mid lane. Shen elects to go back and doesn't use his teleport to go back to lane early. That's a really great call by him. You'll see a lot of players kind of use that early teleport, not thinking that they're going to need it. But he gets back to lane just as the lane meets in the middle. So well done by Shen. Still ahead in CS in the top lane.
Yeah, the longer you can keep that teleport up, you know, he'll be able to, when he hits 6, he's going to be able to make a play and get right back up there to lane without being behind at all. And laying down some pretty good harass there on Zamer.
Yeah, you've really, if you take the full buckshot and it doesn't hit any of the, since it got changed to do how it spreads out to the target since it's an AoE ability.
Oh!
Ooh, and Scripture
Just blew his
wastes-
escape. See if he,
he has forces him
got
to
a flash.
Oh,
Look
the
at that
hook.
grab.
Graves with the great dash away. They'll get out of this one, no problem.
Maybe. He's laying down some pretty good harass on Striker there.
Nice dodge there by Dread Pirate. So the Boots 3 pots really paid off for him. Man, Thresh is just all over these hooks today. Corky a little low on mana, not being able to spam that Q on him there.
Shen's forced to farm under tower now, but he's still ahead in CS, so.
Shen farms under tower a lot better than Rumble because he can get that Q and whenever his auto attack, his passive auto attack stacks up, it's really easy to auto attack under the turret there as Shen.
The only problem with Shen is his pushing power. Until he gets that Sunfire Cape, I don't think we'll see Rumble under the tower.
So Rumble now level 5. He's got those two or 3 points. He's got 3 points in his flamethrower. Really doing a lot of damage with that flamethrower now. It's definitely something that Scripture's going to have to watch out for. So both Jarvan coming for the gank in mid here. Misses the Demacia standard again. Just going to walk away from that one and go back to farming his jungle.
The gold difference here is a little further than I thought it would be this early in the game. Still about 800, 700 right now, and I guess it's just coming from that first blood there.
Yeah, it's really all that first blood. The first blood giving the extra gold right off the bat. And then if you kind of look at the lane matchups, you see Jarvan 5 CS ahead of Xin. Lulu actually beating Thresh out for the 1 CS difference. Graves staying on top of Corky just by a little bit.
Oh, there's the ulti.
Whoa. Jarvan misses the standard again. They should be able to pick this up. No, they're not going to tower
Choose to
dive
not
it.
go for that one.
Probably a good decision there, Shen. His taunt was down, but probably overall the better decision not to go and tower dive that one.
And they've cut him twice off of that dashing in after Rumble to do a trade there. When Jarvan hits 6, that's going to be dangerous for that Shin. Scripture's going to have to watch for that.
Shen in a safe place here now. Rumble doesn't have the ult up for about another 80 seconds. Not really have to be too scared. He'll always have his dash. Nice juke there by Graves to make him hook that creep and avoid it there.
Now the bot lane here, we went Corki. Let's see, Corki elected to go straight for the BF sword. That's going to make it where he can out-trade Graves. They need to be scared.
That's an...
There's Shen ulti coming down.
Shen ult, let's see if they can get something here.
They're late to go for Thresh.
Get the taunt, getting good damage, just the exhaust and the flash. Are they
They're
going to tower
igniting the
dive?
ulti.
The Graves ult, and he goes down for the second kill of the game. Great play by Shen there, good map awareness. It'll be interesting to see if they take this turret now. Or go for an early dragon. They probably won't go for dragon with Sin being stuck in the top lane. So Shen probably just going to go back to his lane here. Not going to waste the teleport. Good decision by Shen. Graves just farming his double golems.
Trying to take a look at the gold here. I think Graves going to farm the golems. He doesn't really have enough to buy. Oh, I guess his next item will probably be a BF sword. Not quite there yet. Everybody else sitting on some pretty low gold. I think I see a lot of farming going on here for the next little bit.
Normally you see Graves go for an early Doran's Blade, 1 or 2. Really gives him that extra tankiness that he kind of can take advantage of and really bully with that early game damage. Shen going with the taunt here, not doing a whole lot with it. Probably not a great idea to try to fight EXE Nuke here. He's got the level advantage.
He's still got that ulti up, and you know, I believe it's called an equalizer for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. The ultimate from Rumble, so strong in team fights and in lane. Slows, puts that great damage on you. Booty Call Dyrone still dodging those snares really well in the mid lane.
They are both dodging. I mean, Lux has dodged about every taunt, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens when one of them finally hits one of those. They both have great engages off of that. There's the Jarvan. He's level 6. I believe he's going to back off there.
Jarvan goes back to farming his jungle. Now, it'll be interesting. Booty Call Dyrone does have his... Oh, and there's the
he's going in.
He's gonna
pick this one up.
Kill.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice kill. Lux, low in lane. Not much she could do to stop that from Ahri. Very nice pick up there from Ahri. Furthers her lead in that lane. She's got the 10 CS lead. Now she has that kill up on her. It'll be interesting to see what she goes with when she comes back.
Corki's picked up a red elixir down there in the bot lane. They're pretty even in build there, actually identical. But I think that red elixir, if he plays it well, should kind of give him the tipping point there.
The red elixir really works as a really strong bait too. You know, it gives you that extra 120 to 200 health right as soon as you pop it, plus that extra strong AD for some quick burst on the enemy. We'll see how Corki decides to play this. We actually have Xin coming in the bot lane, looking like he's going to go for a lane bush. Doesn't realize that it's warded. Doesn't get spotted, but the ward is there. They're just going to play a little defensively, keep him in this lane, waste his time.
Uh-oh. Ahri's coming up for this one, though. I don't know if Rumble knows he's there. Oh, the flash. The taunt. Oh.
Shen picks that one up.
We got a bot lane fight going here. There's a counter gank going on.
Graves saving the E. Well played by Graves there to not get anxious and use that E too early, knowing that he had to wait for it to get out of that Jarvan ultimate. Well played by Striker there.
And there shows the strength of a Lulu. I thought Zen was going down there, and that Lulu ulti just saved him again.
Yeah, the Lulu ultimate being so strong gives you that extra health and that knock up for the AoE, CC. Really great ability for Lulu there. Well played. Got the whole team on the knock up. Xin did have to burn his flash, but he lived. So in that case, it's worth it.
Now we're about 13 minutes in. I would think Dragon should start coming into play here very soon. I don't believe there's any pinks on it. I'm not sure.
They do have the Shen ultimate up and the teleport. Booty Call Dyrone does have that advantage in the mid lane right now. He does have quite a bit of gold on him, so I would say they're going to wait for Booty Call Dyrone to buy something with the 1600 gold that he has, and then look to fight Baron. Or Dragon, excuse me.
Yeah, he's sitting on 1500 or almost 1600 right now. There's the pink ward battle. And you know, they have to wait for the jungler here. I mean, Lux is notorious for stealing buffs and Baron and Dragon and everything, so having that Ahri
really
lead
gotta
is
make
huge.
sure you get that good smite when you're playing against a Lux. Graves goes in on Corki, gets some good damage down on him. Jarvan making his way to the bot lane. It'll be interesting to see if they can make anything out of this here.
I think both the junglers know it's coming into play here. They're kind of making their way down there a little more and more.
The junglers are trying to be aggressive. He shows in the bot lane though, so it doesn't look like they were going for a gank. Just
protecting Corki a little bit.
Gone, keeping the pressure on, keeping him safe.
Oh, Shin taunt. Zen's coming up though. I don't know if this is warded. Oh, he's got it pink.
He's got the
Smart
pink
play.
ward in lane there. It was warded. He beat down the ward. It'll be interesting to see if EXE Nuke still plays aggressive.
He's coming back up again.
Up in that way.
He does have his ulti up though, I believe. Rumble should have it back up. Oh, nice charm. And the battle of the pink wards.
So Shen does get those early tenacity boots in the top lane. Here comes the ultimate.
He's going at it again.
Oh, and Booty Call Dyrone picks up another one off of Lux. Really well played. Got the full ultimate on her and the Q. Well played. Let's see if they go for a dragon
play here, yeah. I don't think they have any idea.
Wow, actually, the purple team going for the dragon, sneaking it. Doesn't look like the blue team's going to have any kind of idea. They're in no position. Free dragon goes to the purple team.
Great dragon play. And they might catch Ahri out here. I think J4's got his ulti up too. This could spell danger right here for them. You got Corki and Lulu coming up. I mean, sorry, Graves and Lulu coming up.
So great play by the purple team there. They're down a little bit in kills, but they pick that dragon up and puts them back on top for the gold lead. All of these lanes doing really well, all pretty well evenly matched. Giving the blue buff to Graves actually. Oh, they stole purple's buff. That's actually really good on Graves. They're going to be able to push that lane strong. Shen just kind of
starting to punish Rumble here. This will be... I did not see this matchup happening. I thought Rumble... And Rumble's actually winning out in CS right now. I think Shen's just starting to get a little too tanky for him.
Yeah, the early Kindle gem was kind of an interesting choice on Shen. It gives him that CDR, but Shen, his energy costs are so much that it kind of... he doesn't really need the CDR that much, just because you don't have the chance to spam your abilities because of the energy restrictions.
I think he's just expecting to make some plays here, though. That's, you know, with CDR on Shen, the more that ulti's up, the better he can split push, and, you know, they've already made a couple great plays with it, so I think we'll see it a few more times.
That's very true. It does lower the cooldown on his ultimate.
Ahri's going on Rumble here. Oh, but let's see.
Shen's gonna save him. He is gonna get away.
Lux ulting in. Zen's gonna take down Rumble here.
Heroes does take down EXE Nuke. Great turn there. Ahri catching them out and just barely escaping with her life there.
And honestly, despite the kill lead we have here by blue team, it looks like the gold is really right just neck and neck.
Graves starting to take a little bit of a lead in the CS in the bot lane. He has completed that early Bloodthirster. He's in a really good spot. I wouldn't be surprised if they look to fight this Corki here, guys. There it is. He gets some great damage.
And that locket completed on Shin. Okay. So he's going for the locket. That'll relieve a little pressure off Zen there, hopefully.
That's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting pick, you know, for an early game rush. He went with the extra armor, but like I said in the pre-game lobby, this team is generally mostly magic damage. So we'll see if that pays off for him here. Definitely an interesting build pattern.
I think Shin's just decided he's not very worried about Rumble at all. I mean, he's picked up that. What did he pick up? Chain Vest. I mean, he's not worried about Rumble in any way. Oh, Ari's coming down. Let's see if they can catch out J4 here.
Oh.
He's in a bad spot, but he does have that escape.
Does have his standard up on one. He does get.
Oh, Ari.
The ult
Too
and the
mobile.
ignite, and Jarvan is gonna go down. Ari picks up another kill. Ari, a real terror right now. She's going to have that early death cap here probably really soon if we can just take a look at her gold. She needs 180 more gold for that early death cap. 20-minute death cap, definitely something to be scared of on an Ari.
Zen's going on Lux here. This may be an easy pickup.
Oh, this is going to be...
Oh, nice snare. Is it going to be enough, though?
This, I would
Yes,
say.
they are.
Heroes picking up that another kill on Lux. Blue team really pressing their early game advantage, which is nice to see that they're taking advantage of it. The only reason that the purple team's really still in any kind of shape right now is because of that early dragon pickup, which really helped them out.
So we have a timer on that. It should be coming up here. Yeah, 21:20.
So dragon is going to be live in just a minute here.
Purple team does not have it warded at all. Blue's got a ward on it right now. We'll see. They did a great job last time. Let's see if they know the timer on it, though. They're pushing this tower down. This is... I think they're going to pick that one up. Graves putting a little damage. He's 2v1.
Graves
Rumble's
just
coming here,
being
too.
a real man right now.
You might have to be careful. They got a
Nice dodge there. Zin
the Rumble ulti.
Nice
exhaust on him.
Out, trying to save his 80 carry. And Graves walking back in. He's going to die as well.
It's a 4v1 here.
Exactly what the purple team needed.
And Ari just
Now
ults right out of that
go ahead
ulti.
and pick up this free dragon once again.
They might have to push down mid tower here. They've got the entire team heading mid. They might push this tower down.
Well, they do have another 10 seconds until the dragon spawn. They might look to take this tower and go for the dragon.
I don't think Ari can defend this in either. We got a Shin Telly in here.
Ooh, misses the taunt. They get
Lux, it's a nice snare on him.
Oh, and he
Burns his flash.
flashes, but still takes the ult. Not sure the flash was worth it there. But didn't want to get CC'd by anything else on the team. Dragon is up there. Doesn't look like they're going to pressure for it, though. Rumble's going to go back.
I don't know. He needs to be backing
maybe-
off here.
Yeah, they're pinging it here now.
They know it's
Rumble
coming. There he
stops the
goes.
Back, and here they come for the dragon attempt.
Blue team should be stronger here. I think Purple's completely out of mana and knows that I don't know if they can win this fight. It may just be a sacrifice they'll kind of have to do here.
Yeah, and Shen does have his Stand United up, so he can come in if they do end up fighting. And blue team has that board there, so I guess they're just gonna let it wait it out and go for a team fight there, I guess. So Ari actually deciding not to go for the death cap and gets a Catalyst of the Protector. I guess they're going to be looking to go to late game because she's not going to have that Rod of Ages completed probably till around the 30-minute mark, and that takes about 20 minutes to stack up, so not sure that was the optimal build path, but we'll see how it works out for her.
I didn't know spectate chat was on. Let me get that off for you.
Yeah, the purple team circling the dragon here, dropping the pink ward, clearing out all of these wards from the blue team. They get 3 ward pickups there, almost paying for that pink ward itself. And here we go, they start the dragon. Shen does have the Stand United in the top lane.
You're just burning through this dragon, though. Taunt on Corki goes through. Graves gets a steal.
Here comes the Shen. Can he land it?
Oh, Lux catches a nice ulti on 3 members there.
Shen
Team's having to force off.
Changing the course of that fight there. The Stand United so strong in these early team fights. Landing the snare.
Oh,
Lux gonna go down to Ahri.
Dyrone is just.
Foxfire picks up the kill.
Dyrone is destroying this team right now. Those taunts are hitting, and she's dealing so much damage. You're gonna have to find a way to deal with Dyrone right now if they want to win this game.
Graves did end up picking up the dragon kill there.
He did.
Ooh,
Oh, nice taunt. Sitting follow up. They are going for this inhibitor right now.
Team's pretty low. Probably better just to get out of here right now.
I tell you, they put some heavy tower damage on that though. They got it down to less than a quarter. There's 500 health remaining on that.
Another great team fight here from the blue team. It'll be interesting to see what the purple team tries to do here. They've dug themselves a little bit of a hole, being down right around 4,000 gold, exactly 4,000 gold actually. They've got to really try to stall this out now and just ward defensively in their jungle as to not get caught out, and just try to farm up for that late game.
It looks like we've got Corki opting to go for the Triforce. You know, with the recent changes and they dropped the gold cost a little bit on it, I believe it's starting to come back in play.
Yeah, the Triforce definitely a good pickup on Corki. It did get changed a little bit, so still a good buy for Corki. Gives him that mixed damage potential again there, like we talked about earlier. Ooh, EXE nuke taking some really strong damage from Booty Call. He does have that death cap completed now. Rod of Aegis almost finished as well. Ahri, a real terror right now in this game.
And Shen's picked up that Sunfire. He's starting to split push right away, actually.
Yeah, Shen, you know, doing his thing. His teleport's going to be up in about 15 seconds. The Stand United comes up now. Shen just going to do what Shens do. Split push lanes, coming with the Stand United, and change the course of the team fight.
You know, both these AD carriers have done a great job keeping up in CS.
And the blue team picks off Lux. They have no... They had that ward by the red buff. Didn't see him coming down, and that really hurt. Oh, Shen's gonna pick off Cooper.
Corki!
Can Ahri taunt?
Just flashes the taunt.
Well,
she's still going in though.
There.
Here goes Booty Call Dyrone. He's gonna pick this one up.
Oh, but he does go down. This is not looking good for 5G's surprise right now. Earthburger's just completely dominating this game. Heroes putting some... Oh, forcing the ultimate from Nuke. Just trying to duel it out here, and he's gonna go down.
They're just starting to pick off members of the team one by one. Look at... Thresh goes down.
And that's a 3-for-0 there for the blue team.
And they're going to take... Oh! Just dodges that Lux ulti. They're still going for it, though. See if he's...
lands the ult and he
Oh, the
flashes.
flash.
Oh,
No.
and Heroes does go down. Not a killing spree on Xin there since he did die in that last team fight at Dragon. Still a great, another pickup.
Still a good exchange.
Every little bit.
The whole time Zen was there mid, they were just pummeling on that bottom tower. And looks like the only outer turret left right there, secondary turret is the top up there. And, you know, with this
Shen's
mid tower
teleported
as
to
low
the
as it
top
is,
lane.
I would think they'll go right back at it.
Shen teleports up top to stop that minion wave, get back to pushing. His ultimate is still up, so he knows he can get to any team fight if he's needed.
Graves sitting on 1800 here. I would think he'd recall and I believe, yeah, he can pick up an Infinity Edge and probably a Phantom Dancer. He's about to be probably scarier than Dyrone right there.
Yeah, I like the Infinity Edge choice instead of going for a Phantom Dancer, because Graves already kind of has that built-in attack speed steroid. Gives him that attack speed so he doesn't have to kind of rush the early Phantom Dancer or Static Shiv. But he does actually go with a Zeal after the IE. He had
does.
that much gold. It'll be interesting to see if he leaves it as the Zeal and decides to go for the Last Whisperer, because you can see Jarvan has the Locket of the Solaria, Thresh has the Aegis for the entire team, giving them that extra armor where the Last Whisperer will really come into play to make Graves do that real hard burst damage. About Baron time by the looks of it here too. Blue team just dominating on ward control right now. They have so many wards. Purple team can't even cross the river without being spotted right now. So another dragon pickup from the blue team. Not much 5G Surprise can do about this. Earthburger's just really dominating and pushing their advantage. Kind of as we expected here too. 5G Surprise just trying to stall this game out a little bit and farm up so they can kind of compete in a team fight.
Looks like they have no vision on Baron. They're going for it. Oh, there's one pink in it.
They
pretty much said they don't care. Are they baiting this one?
They're just gonna
but they're sitting on a ward.
Ooh, a Rumble ultimate here might actually be able to pick this team off. A perfectly timed and placed Rumble ultimate really changes any team fight. They're gonna go ahead and give the red buff to Corki so he can do a little bit more kiting. Graves taking some damage from the Baron there.
Hey, you're still sitting on that ward. This could spell a little bit of danger for him. Rumble just trying to poke Baron, see if he can put some damage on the Graves there.
Actually puts it on himself.
Little backfire there.
Getting some more damage on Graves.
Oh, Shin going in with a nice taunt.
The Rumble ultimate a little far behind. Completely takes out North though. Lux getting trapped. Does get the flash off. Shen follows up. But leaves Heroes completely alone to get picked off. Striker really low.
Striker going after Thresh. Is this going to work?
Jarvan, are they going to be manly enough to get it?
Oh, Graves picking up the double.
Pick up for Corki there, exactly. Oh, Jarvan.
And Shin coming from behind. He was chasing Lux that entire time.
They really need to be scared of Dyrone here. Good call to back out of this one. They trade for three for two.
That went in purple team's favor.
Purple team really, I think that will give them some real good confidence in a team fight here though. They forced Shen, they forced their hand to engage, they had the Rumble ultimate, slow the rest of the team, and took advantage of that team fight.
And that wasn't that bad of an engage by Scripture either. He caught, I believe, caught Thresh off guard and then went in and just zoned Lux completely out of the fight. It's just that Rumble ulti. It really is the equalizer.
Oh, the Rumble ultimate's so strong in team fights, especially when they try to fight in that small corridor and that choke by the Baron Pit up to the red buff. The Rumble ultimate just hitting everyone and doing so much damage right now.
And that's something they're going to have to think about here, too, if they want to make a play on Baron. You still have that Rumble and Jarvan ulti there, and Lux Laser going across. That's going to be a dangerous wombo coming to have to deal with if they really want to make a play on that Baron.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to have your whole team in that Baron pit because of that Rumble ultimate. He can just play that right across the entrance, and you're stuck in there taking the Rumble damage, taking the Baron damage, and just really in a bad position there. And 5G Surprise has the poke damage and the wave clear where they can really easily stall this out. With the Lux and the Corki, they're able to push out lanes from a distance and not really have to team fight so much, and just poke down that team until they wear them down enough to the point where they think they can engage and win a fight. Ahri over there stealing the blue buff from 5G Surprise once again. I believe that the 5G Surprises only had one blue buff, I think? Really controlling their jungle right now.
I'd say opening up those towers, you know, when you take that mid tower and all the outer turrets, it just makes it hard to keep control of your jungle too. And that's something they really did a great job with. They pushed that mid tower, bot tower, and top, and just they've really dominated this map.
Corki looks like he's going to be building that last Whisperer here now. Oh, they're starting the Baron.
They are.
Let's see.
Well, Dairon's pushing up mid. I think they got the inhib turret down. Yeah.
Oh, the split push. Here comes Rumble.
There's the ulti.
There's the ultimate, just doing so much damage. Mandorf just not caring.
Their team is not there for it, though. It's not going to matter.
Oh, EXE Nuke just trying to 3v1. Not a great place for him right now.
There's the Lulu ult.
If they can take down Scripture here, this might be worth. Oh.
Shen is just too tanky right now. He is not going down.
Shen did go with the QSS. You know, like I said, a lot of magic damage on this team. The QSS, great pickup on Shen here, actually. Makes it so they can't lock him down, so he can really just run around and just taunt whoever he wants in that team fight, and giving him that great magic resist from the Negatron Cloak.
Dairon did an excellent job there, too. He was split from his team, but with Ahri's mobility, he was able just to sit on the outside and just keep taunting and putting damage down that Rumble. And they picked off the Rumble, and he just walked right out.
Earthburger's really playing these team fights well, keeping their carries in the back line and just doing that damage without really risking themselves at all here.
And like we said, they don't want to be grouped up at all. That's very dangerous when they sit in one spot.
You got the AoE from the Corki ultimate, the AoE from Lux, the AoE from Rumble. This is definitely not a team that you want to be stacked up against, not to mention the Jarvan ultimate.
And Shin just hit a teleport top.
And looks like another dragon, 2 Earthburgers. Nothing purple team can do about this. Upping their gold advantage, 13,000. Really big gold lead now.
And this late in the game, this gold lead might be a little too much for them to handle. They've got that open and inhib mid. Shin's pushing top with his ulti up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they want to do this. Looks like they're just going to group in the top lane to take that turret. Ahri's actually paying for a gank here in the bush, trying to bait something out, hoping that they're going to walk by. Doesn't
there is a
look
ward
like
there, though.
Surprise going to go for it.
No,
they
have it
do
warded.
have the ward in it. Oh, you're right.
Well, Graves gets to steal Corki's red buff here. He's already got one, but why not double up?
One, like I always say, 2 red buffs is better than 1.
You're right.
So, interesting choice not to go for the split push. They have that open and hit where they could send Shen and just to take that inhib free and ult if they need him.
See if they go
looks
for
like
it.
They just want to go for a tower dance here. Graves looks like he's walking around.
Graves going for it.
Not the person you want to send to do that, though. Graves is really strong right now, but could easily get picked off here.
And Jarvan can cover a lot of ground very quickly, too.
worked out for them though. Graves just takes it for free. Not much that they could do about it. And still pressuring this top turret here. Not too much damage on it. Ahri not having the best auto attacks, but they really need Graves to really put any tower pressure down. Graves still just staying in the middle, just daring someone to come and try to 1v1 him.
He is pushing all the way. He is all the way to the tower right now.
Taking a lot of damage though from Corki.
I still think he should put that tower right now. Uh-oh.
Hero's gonna go down here for the turret. Losing their advantage with the Baron buff. Not sure that was the best play there. Shen deciding not to use his ultimate there to save him. But they get the turrets, so let's see. Graves gonna go farm that bot lane. A huge wave pushing there for them. Ooh, booty called Iron getting caught out here. Using the ultimate to try to escape. Rumble doesn't have his ult. Just gonna have to give this one up.
Ahri just too mobile.
Ahri's
Oh, he hits another one. Oh, the Lux ulti.
Not able to do quite enough damage. She got put so far behind in that lane that she just didn't really have the damage to take Ahri down there.
It's a good strategy here. I mean, they counter push right up the middle and pushing against that open inhib too. They lost the inhibitor, so the super minions. That's the only way they're able to push is that lane right now.
Thresh being terrified of Graves there, having to flash away.
I think they're attempting to go for Dragon, but Dragon is not up.
The 80 carries right now, pretty even as far as kills in CS go. Corki has a little more CS, but overall, only down around 2,000 gold on the Corki. So Corki's still in a good position here, has a lot of that farm, so he still puts out that great damage. Gonna pick up his last Whisper here, I would imagine.
Yeah, and right now the big difference is that Ahri Lux matchup. You got Lux sitting at 8,200 and Ahri sitting at 13,700 and climbing.
Yeah, Ahri being the real difference here on Lux. Having a over 5,500 gold difference. That's a huge differential. That's a full death cap that, and then some, that this Ahri has on Lux. So Lux really being the difference in this game right now.
Even the junglers here, it's just the global gold is too strong right now, I think. Everybody's just barely, 2,000 difference on the junglers there. Shen, about a 3,000 gold difference with him and Rumble. The global gold right now is just making it really difficult. I think Corki's probably their only chance right now.
When you lose out on those early dragons, 5G Surprise was able to get the first one, but Earthburgers picked up the next 3 after that, plus the Baron. Not a whole lot you can do after that.
This is an interesting item choice on Ahri. He's picked up a Bilgewater Cutlass. Is he going into a Gunblade?
I think that might just be so he can kite a little bit better, but, I don't know, he might be trying to
I haven't seen that one
here, but yeah, very interesting choice there from Ahri on the Bilgewater. I honestly don't even know what to say to that, I'll be completely honest.
Shen and Zen are just going to split push this inhib now, it looks like. I don't know if they can stop him. You got Graves, Lulu on the bot tower. Shen is so tanky.
Shen here, just going to have to peel out.
The super minion found its way over the inhibitor.
And I mean...
there's the Rumble ulti and the Jarvan, and Ahri just ultis right out of that one. Oh, nice Lux binding.
Something up here. Using the W, one more.
Oh, the Lulu ulti.
Out.
They opt not to chase that. We've got...
They decide to back off here.
Zen and Shen going back in. Heroes flashes out.
Getting away just barely. His screen is flashing.
They've got to worry about their base though.
And not pick up any kills. Gonna get another free dragon here for Earthburgers.
These super minions though are just going to work on their base right now.
3 open inhibitors. This really isn't looking like 5G Surprise is going to come out of this one on top.
Pick up another dragon.
I believe we both picked Earthburgers to win this, didn't we?
We did. I just thought that split push was going to be too much for them unless they... And they have done a very nice job, I think, of hitting that Rumble ulti a couple times with Jarvan. I think
Yeah,
the gold lead's just too far right now.
They really did. They didn't pressure that early game advantage whenever the 5G surprise. You know, they could have gone for some earlier kind of dragons.
And the Shin teleport. He says, I don't need it. Why not go in?
Another Baron. I'd say this is going to be the game here.
This should be it right here.
They're probably going to buy their last couple of items, and then look to make that final push into the base.
I think their only chance here, 5G's chance, would be for somehow to catch them group, because they do have 2 inhibs up, which isn't that bad, but they are open. So if they let them split push them down, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this game really isn't out of, like, a comeback isn't out of the question here. You know, one team fight really changes the game when you're 45 minutes into a game. You got that 60-second respawn timer. They could go around and really push down a couple of turrets. And the turrets is what's hurting them really bad. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 of their outer turrets left outside their base up. So much gold left on the map right now. But when you're in this position with 2 inhibitors down and 1 open, there's not much you can really do.
No, and I don't think that, especially 5Gs here, haven't been able to make use of their poke. They have Lux, and I think Lux being so far behind has really limited their poke right now. Corki, you see him, he's opting for that GA right now, but he's got his core items. He does a lot of damage right now. He does tons of damage. He's got a Triforce, so just keeping him alive and poking him down, I think, is their only chance. And Rumble hitting that equalizer, he's been doing a great job of hitting on the at least 3 to 4 members.
Ari does elect
She
to go
did
for
finish the
Gunblade
Gunblade. Did finish the Gunblade.
Interesting choice. Just not all about the damage of these guys. Really, excuse me, Gunblade giving her that extra life steal. But I think mainly what she wanted was for the active on it. Lets her steal that movement speed, already super mobile as Ari. Plus with that extra 40%.
Oh, the Shin taunt on Rumble. This is...
Misses the taunt though. There's the
nice
Rumble.
ulti.
Perfect Rumble.
Got him on 4 members. J4 ults Lulu in there.
Lulu just completely decimated by that Rumble ultimate. Let's see Corki just firing away in the background here.
Shin ulti on Graves. That's
so much damage. Great team fight here from Earthburgers to kind of hold them off here. Corki with that long range AoE really chunking them down. Well played. Lux's ultimate going to be up here again in 5 or 6 seconds. Let's see if they try to re-engage when the ultimate's up.
And that was a 2 for 2 there. And nice taunt by Shin.
Taunt. Oh, she doesn't hit the snare.
And there are the inhibitors.
Yeah, not looking good right now. All 3 inhibs down. Super minions pushing into the base. I'd say this is going to be GG right here, guys. Corki, cleanses and flashes away to save. Keep that KDA in the positive. Coming out, there's,
See if Shin can finish this off. Yep.
First game goes to Earthburgers over 5G surprise. Great game. Just weren't able to overcome that global gold advantage of Plat.
No, I tell you, that last fight went really well, I think, in 5G's favor a little bit, but it was too late. When you had 3 open inhibitors like that, it's too late, even a 2 for 2 trade.
Yeah, if you look at it here, Booty Call Dyrone actually not dying a single time, going 6-0-10, having the most gold in the game, second to only Graves actually, just barely beating him out by 200 gold. Very well played by Booty Call Dyrone. Definitely my MVP for that match.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% with you. He snowballed mid and it just fell over into their lane.
He did a great job of once he became strong, he started to roam around, really taking his advantage and spreading his wealth to the rest of his lanes to help the other lanes and be able to pick up those early dragons, which turned the game in their favor. Well, guys, that's the first game for the ELO Heaven Lockdown Tournament. The second game is going to be coming up here very shortly. I believe we have 4 games going at once.